while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this look right here. I am using the new Kat Von D eyeshadow palette in today's tutorial, so I'm very excited about this palette. It's absolutely gorgeous in so many ways. So if you guys want to see how I got this glam using this palette, please keep on watching. Okay loves, so to start off this look, I'm going to be going in with the MAC Pro Paint Pot in the color Painterly. You guys probably already remember this from my previous tutorials if you watch. This is my go-to eye primer. I love it so much. I'm going to be applying this with my finger. If you guys have a brush, that will work too. I'm going to be going in with a matte eyeshadow from the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. Honestly, whatever matte shadow you have will do if it's like that cream color. I just want to set this Pro Paint Pot just to make sure everything's easy blend. Everything's going to blend easily once I go in with the shadows. So I'm just going to be applying that right on top of the Pro Paint Pot. I'm going to be using one of the Morphe Gunmetal brushes. It's the G14 brush to apply. My eyes are watering like crazy and I really hope I do not have that kind of day right now, because I hate watery eyes. They're just not my friend. And I'm just going to be applying this all over the lid. You want to make sure you get it all over, because if you miss a spot, when you go blend out the eyeshadow, it's going to like show. And you don't want that. Now I'm going to be doing my brows. I currently got my brows done, so this is very easy. I love when I get my eyebrows done because then my life is 10 times easier. It's just like, I try to do them myself, but there's nothing like a fresh thread. Like, I'm serious. I'm going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. And I'm using my go-to eyebrow brush, the Morphe 11. I'm really bad with remembering like brush names, like numbering. So I'm always like, 11. And I'm just going to be kind of defining my brows with this. I'm not going to really shade them in with this. I'm going to be going in with the Brow Powder Duo. But I like to just make a very defined brow using the Dip Brow. And if you mess up a little bit, don't you worry. That's why you clean up your brows. Let's do this brow as well. So unfortunately, I've been working a lot lately, so I haven't filmed in a while. Those videos that I've been posting were pre-filmed because I knew I wasn't going to have the time, and I just really wanted to make sure I got a video up a week for you guys. And I enjoy it so much, so I'm just like, yay. I'm just going to be applying this a little bit more to define the outer of my brow. And now I'm going to be going in with the Brow Powder Duo. Yes! I love the Brow Powder Duo. It's just so easy to work with, and it's just like, just love it. I just love brow powder so much. Now I'm going to be going in with this Brow Powder Duo, and I'm taking the darker color and going over the outline of my brow with it. This step is kind of not necessary just because I just outlined them. I just want to, you know, do the extra. And I'm taking the lighter color, which is more of the taupe color, and I'm going to be blending out my brows and going in the same direction that my brow hairs are growing, as always, because then you get that nice natural looking brow instead of like all over the place, you know, all over the place brow that you don't want. Like, to most people, brows are very important, so technique is key if you want to make them look like they're actually yours. And for the beginning of my brows, I don't have a spoolie in front of me, but feel free to take a spoolie and blend out the product in the front. I'm just going to be taking this brush and kind of following where my hairs are growing. I have very little product on this brush, so it's going to be kind of creating that gradient effect. And I'm just going to be filling in anywhere I see like spaces, and you don't want to see spaces because you want to, like I said, you want them to look like your and blah 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 blah. I'm not a big fan of like the drawn on brows, so I'm always aiming for that nice natural looking brow, even though they're not natural. In honor of using Kat Von D's new eyeshadow palette, I want to introduce you guys to her new concealer that is... I saw that Kat Von D was coming out with concealer. I was like, it's gonna be great. And I knew it because like her foundation is on the thicker side, and I just feel like she's very into like that full coverage, like matte. Like I just feel like it just, I knew her concealer was going to be so bomb, so like I had to get it when I saw it in Sephora. I love this concealer so much, and I can tell that it's going to be like my go-to concealer for a while. But I'm just going to be cleaning up the brows with very little concealer. I'm using the Sigma Flat Definer brush. This is the E15 brush. And I'm not even going to stress doing the brows because I stress this in every one of my tutorials. So I'm going to leave it upon you. Tell me if you think cleaning up your brows is important, because you guys know that it's so important to me. Just that simple cleanup right here just makes your brow so much more powerful in my eyes. And I'm just going to be dragging that concealer downwards. And my brows were done, so I don't really need to clean up the top. So I'm not even going to do that since I already have my foundation and everything on. I might as well just save the trouble. When you do that, you just take the concealer and bring it upwards. If you guys recall, I did set my eye with a matte shade color from the Sweet Peach palette. And I'm just going to be going over where I cleaned up my brows because I don't want that concealer to get caught up with the shadows and make it look like blotchy and not blended. So the part that I've been waiting for, the eyeshadow. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a smoky eye. I'm going to be using Serpentina. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. But if I'm not, I'm sorry. I still love this palette. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to show you this beautiful palette. And it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eyeshadows and a pigment. And a pigment. It's just like... oh, love. Like, how can you literally go wrong with this palette? I love this palette for many reasons, because you can honestly create like a nice smoky eye with like the red and the brown and the gold, or you can go big and go bold and go crazy and out there with like the colors. So I just love this palette. I love this pigment. It's just awesome. I kept talking about it. The only thing about this palette that I don't like is that the fallout is like excessive, which I'm probably gonna have a problem with right now because I already have my foundation on. So I do recommend you guys doing your shadows first, then doing your foundation when you're using this palette, just because there is fallout, but that does not take away from how amazing this palette is and how beautiful the colors are and how much I love it. So I'm just letting you guys know that, a little tip, a little trick. And now to get on with the shadow. I'm going to be taking my favorite MAC 224 brush for blending out the shadows. And I'm going to be going in with a transition color from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Whatever brown shade will work. I'm going to be taking this brown right here. Now, since I am going to be doing more of like a dramatic eye, I'm not doing so much of a light transition color. I'm doing more of like a bold transition color, I guess you could say. So that's why I'm not taking like the lightest brown at the palette, because I want it to be more dramatic. And I'm going to be going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. I'm going to be focusing this color strictly on my crease. I don't really want it to get on my lid. I just really want it to be strictly a transition color to make everything look like blended and clean and nice. Pure from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Whatever you got will do. I promise you. Just make it blend, and that's what matters. As always, it's all up to you. You know, give it some personality and make it your own. But I would love to see you guys recreate this look and tag me in your photos. That honestly would mean the world to me. And you can tag xoxo Chris and then tag me in it on Instagram or whatever you like, because I would love to see you guys recreate this look. Alright, I'm so excited. So I'm just going to make sure this is blended out, windshield wiper motions. This is an awesome blending brush, guys. This is probably like one of the brushes that I feel like you have to have, especially if you're like, do your makeup a lot, like every day. Like, I use this brush every single day. Every day. Literally. Even if I'm just running out to the store and I'm doing like just to open up my eyes, I take like a quick like orange shade and just blend out the door. So this brush is a must. Now I'm going in with the Kat Von D Serpentina palette. I always have to look at it and read it before I say it because I'm trying not to like kill it so much. I'm gonna be doing a reddish brown smoky eye. It looks like the sunset. I did this makeup look when I was in Maryland, so I wanted to recreate it and film it for you guys because I really liked it and I thought it was a perfect summertime like night look or whatever you want it to use for. Like I used it during the day, I was just going to the boardwalk, but whatever. I need to stop rambling. This is why I do voiceovers, because I sit here and ramble and ramble and ramble. So now I'm going to be taking the Morphe 503 brush, which is another one of my favorite eyeshadow brushes. And I'm going to be going in with this red color. This is called Blood Milk. Ooh, Blood Milk. What a unique name. So this color right here. And I'm going to be tapping out any of the excess product because I really don't want a lot of fallout. So I'm going to work with as little amount of shadow as I can. And I'm going to be just blending this into the crease along that transition color. I don't really want this on my lid either, but it's definitely okay if it gets on your lid because you are bringing the shadow down a little bit lower, so it's definitely possible to get it on your lid, but you can always clean it up later. Go get this right on your crease, even a little bit lower than your crease because you don't want to cover the transition color with this. Yeah, I lied. I'm going to be bringing this color like to the outer corner of my eye as well on my lid. Blend, blend, blend. This is like not straight. I'm going to be going in with the flat definer brush and whatever concealer I have left and just fixing that because that's bugging me. Before I go in with the dark outer corner color, I'm going to be going in with the pigment, the Profit pigment. Like I said before, this color is so beautiful. I love it. Morphe E10 brush. I'm going to be spraying some Merida Badasco setting spray on it just because I don't have any Fix Plus at hand right now, so this will do. And I'm going to be just taking this pigment and applying it to the lid area. Bad fallout though. And to get that like really like gold color, I'm going to be taking the brush and kind of like swiping it a little. Because when you pat it, you don't really get that gold that you're looking for. That's kind of with most pigments, so just so you guys know. Oh my god, this gold is life! I freaking love this color. It's just so... Oh. So I'm just really going to be focusing this color on the lid area. This look is definitely out there just because of the highlight that I chose. Originally, I was going to do like the purple and blue look, but then I was really feeling the reds and I really wanted to recreate this look. So I would definitely suggest you guys using like Prosecco Pop or Champagne Pop as a highlight, or Soft and Gentle for MAC, because this one is just, I feel like it's not meant for this look. But I'm going to add some gold over it. But you know what? So I'm going back in with that pigment and going over it. I'm going to be spraying more of that Merida Badasco setting spray. I'm going back in with more pigment. And just swiping my brush over it. To give it that. Yes. The way this fall on my face, I'm taking a little bit of the... First I'm blowing. Then I'm taking a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just going to be like... slowly going over it. You don't really want to swipe your brush because then the pigment will like swipe with it and it will like kind of like drag the product and make you look like you want like gold all over your face. I need darker color from the Serpentina palette, and I'm going to be going in with this Beautiful in Bronze eyeshadow brush. I use this in like probably my last tutorial. I love it. And I'm going to be taking, I honestly don't know how to pronounce this. It's called Ink, I believe. But it's this pretty brown, black, shimmery color. And I'm going to be just focusing this on the inner corner of the outer part of my eye, if that makes any sense. Just like right here with a very light hand and just kind of blending it back and forth to make sure it's nice and blended. Kind of make like a cool wing effect with it. Guys, blending is key. Always remember that. Always remember that. Feeling this look besides the fact that I'm tearing up. Now that that part is done, I'm going to be blending out a little bit more after, but I want to just see how it looks with the wing liner and everything incorporated with it. So I'm taking the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. If I'm using the new Kat Von D palette, I'm using her products. And I contoured in the Kat Von D Shade Light palette because I love her. Wow, it's going to be really weird. So like, I did not even think of this, but I am planning to do a black lip soon. And it's from Jeffree Star. Oh, but I wish that they would become friends again. I do not believe in any type of drama, and I think peace is where it's at. So, you know, I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna use these products, and I'm gonna pretend like nothing ever happened. So now I'm gonna take the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I'm gonna be creating a wing. I'm like definitely not a talker when I'm doing wing liner. I'm just focused, concentrated, not trying to mess up my whole makeup. And I'm taking the flat definer and whatever concealer I had left on my hand and just cleaning up this wing. Ooh, or making it even worse. You don't want to waste concealer. I don't know about you guys, but I run out of concealer so fast. So, gotta be conservative here. I'm taking that concealer and cleaning up these liners because these wings look crazy, man. Add a little bit of concealer and I'm going to just let that set because my wings are not how I really want them. And I'm going to be going to my lips and then back to the eyes. So bear with me. I'm going to be taking the Jeffree Star Liquid Lip in the color Weirdo. With these liquid lips, you have to be careful if you leave it in heat because I really feel like it really affects these liquid lipsticks. So just be careful with that. My room's very hot and if my air is not on, it's like, what can I really do? But you have to be careful with that. So I'm going to be taking this and applying it. I'm not using lip liner because you really don't have to with black lipstick. I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal translucent powder with the same brush. And I'm going to be applying it over the concealer to really blend out. And I'm taking, I don't have a beauty blender in front of me, I'm going to let that sit. And I'm going to be doing the underneath my eyes. So since this is a really bold look, I'm going to be taking that same color in the Hank. And I'm going to be applying that underneath my eye. I'm using the Morphe E19 brush. Around the, I forgot what it's called, like ink. And I'm just going to be blending that together. Once that part is complete, taking the Becca Cosmetics face palette with Jaclyn Hill and Prosecco Pop. Using the Morphe E24 brush for this. And I'm going to be applying this as a highlight right there. Oh, yes. Same shade as that gold color. It's just like perfect. It's a little bit lighter so it really pops those eyes. So I'm going to be just brushing that powder off. And I'm going to be taking the black lipstick off my lips first. And then I'm going to be going in with the Double Up Lashes from Ardell. I love these lashes. And I feel like they're just perfect for this look. I'm not sure if it's like the left or the right one and it's like, I guess I'll just go with it, but no, I just looked at it, so this one's this eye. Now I'm going to be applying this to the center of my lash. And then, bam. Bam. While these lashes dry, I'm going to let them chill there so they dry and they really stick. I'm not really feeling this highlight for this look, so I'm going to be applying some of the Becca Cosmetics Face Palette Prosecco Pop Highlight to my highlight just to add a little bit less color because this look really goes for like a gold highlight in my eyes. But like I said, I wasn't planning to do this type of look, so I applied some pretty blue ice looking highlight. It just doesn't mesh well with this, I feel like. I mean, of course, like you could let it rock and just do it because who cares? Like you got a highlight going on and it blinds you, that's good enough. But we're going to be trying some Prosecco pop to kind of even out the color. It's just like perfect. Oh, I'm like really overdoing it. Like a lot. Whoa! Like, kind of just threw it wherever. I didn't even like do it in any type of like certain way. But this will do. I'm going to be applying a little bit to my nose. Now I'm taking the Voluminous Million Mascara, L'Oreal. This actually has been my go-to mascara for like a week now. You guys know I'm loving the telescopic mascara for a while now. But I really like this, especially if I'm not doing lashes. I really like the way it makes my eyelashes look. It really makes them look volumes, spread out, and just very like voluminous. And I'm going to be applying this to the bottom lashes as well. And that completes this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, please give this video a thumbs up if you did, and let me know what you guys learned and what you guys didn't like so I could fix it and change it for you guys. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm not getting 2 videos up a week for you guys, but 1 is a promise. I am very busy right now, and as you can tell, my face is showing it. I'm so stressed out, and my pimples have been excessive, like just really bad lately. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it means the world to me. I will give you a hug via YouTube, and I'll see you guys next week.
Let's creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating.